This video showcases two indoor methods of dry heat cooking: pan broiling and pan frying. The frying pan is not just a means of protecting your home. The pan or skillet used for these two cooking methods should be non-stick and have a heavy bottom. Pan broiling is a flavorful, high-heat way to cook meat in an ungreased or lightly oiled pan. Pan broiling works like oven broiling, with an extra step thrown in. Instead of the oven, the hot pan is the meat's heat source, which lets you keep an eye on the steak while it forms that classic crust. Unlike oven broiling, there isn't a pan to collect the meat's drippings, so this requires some heavy lifting to pour them off. Grunting helps. The tender cuts that work best for oven broiling also work well for pan broiling. Lightly coat the pan surface with oil and place it over medium heat. You might want to turn on the range's fan ahead of time. If the oil starts to burn, there'll be a lot of smoke, and no one wants to deal with a smoke detector while cooking. Pre-season both sides of the steak as desired before placing in the lightly oiled pan. Cook until seared or nicely browned, about 6 minutes for medium. When it's time to flip, grab your tongs and pour off the fat. Find yourself a spotter if the pan is too heavy. Cook for 6 more minutes, then transfer to a cutting board and let it rest before serving. Reward all that heavy lifting with one of the tasty varieties of A1 steak sauce. Pan frying is like pan broiling, only it involves cooking with more oil. Butter or oil can be used for frying, but you'll need to keep a watchful eye on them to avoid burning. Heat the butter or oil in a skillet and bring it up to medium. Pre-season your cuts and gently place them in the hot skillet. Don't burn yourself. The oil should sizzle when the meat hits the pan. Cook until the meat has seared, about 5 minutes. Turn with tongs and cook for 5 more minutes for medium. Baste with pan drippings and lightly salt as desired. Thin cuts, about 1/2 inch or less, and cuts that are typically breaded, like cube steak, work well for pan frying as they sear quickly and remain tender. Serve steaks made from either of these cooking methods with A1, and your dinner aspirations are sure to pan out.